No, I won't lie. I think the NBA just sucking this nigga Ja Morant dick and is getting his balls. Because I won't even lie. I only think the NBA keep charging Ja Morant is because he's a star player of the Grizzlies. Come on. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Keem.buckzz. Another video for y'all boys, man. I'm back again with another reaction for y'all young boys, man. See, now look. Y'all see I've been posting consistently every day. I'm trying out this new method, bro. Y'all have to fuck with me with this method. Look, so this is what I'll be doing. Y'all see how y'all favorite YouTubers be not posting every day? Nigga, look, Keem.buckzz, we post every day over here, nigga. We all consistently. And y'all niggas need to go follow the socials, because we getting lit down there too. I won't even lie, we getting lit down there too. So go follow the socials, you know. Let's go crazy, nigga. Come on, bro. This is our year. Let's hit 100,000 in the bank, man. But if y'all niggas new to the channel, please like the video, subscribe, smash them like buttons, smash the subscribe button, and turn on post notifications for y'all to see me hop on this camera every day and talk to y'all and give y'all some inspirational words of speech today. But anyway, man, today we would be reacting to Ja Morant. Ja Morant declares war on the NBA. Hold on, this sound like a juicy one. But man, you know, let's get into it, bro.
Ja Morant 3, he's all excited, pulls the pin, chucks the grenade, and cover his ears. My guy, what are we doing?
You don't want to get to a point where you're such a big distraction that it's a negative connotation that comes to you and around that organization.
The Ja Morant situation just took a hilarious turn, and I think it's personally really funny because
I gotta speak on this. I gotta speak on this now. See, look, y'all niggas was getting mad when this nigga was doing this with Pipe, acting like he was switching Steph Curry and them. But now he just got a regular celebration when he do this. Y'all niggas getting mad at that? The NBA is so fucking soft, and I see why niggas don't watch that shit, and I see why y'all ratings going down. Niggas getting mad over that. This is why the NBA is soft, bro. Bro, like, what the fuck? Adam Silver needs to be fired. Smack that bald head ass nigga, like, for real, bro. Because they literally finding Ja Morant, and they literally getting mad at this nigga for doing a celebration, bro. When J.R. Smith used to get on his knees and do this. Like, come on, let's lock in with life.
Last video had to do with the number one overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft, and now we're covering the number 2 pick in the 2019 NBA draft. Both of them have different stuff going on. Both of them are all-world talents with some caveats that come with them. And believe it or not, this is one of the biggest debates in the NBA community. So we're going to break it all down. Before we get to the content, make sure you drop like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications to help the channel grow. Now that we get all that out of the way, cue the intro.
I ain't gonna lie, I like his intro. Cause I used to watch him a lot. Before I was doing YouTube, I used to watch him when I was a little nigga.
We've been making a lot of money using my brand new live pick strategy on Prize Picks, and we're ramping up for the tail end of the NBA season. I give away my picks on Instagram at TheFlightMike and on Patreon at Microphone. And use my promo code Microphone to get $50 when you make a play of $5 or more. And thank you, Prize Picks, for the sponsor. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? The last time we made a video on this situation was about a week ago, and it was when Ja Morant was walking to his team in the middle of the timeout while getting blown out by the Golden State Warriors. During this timeout, Ja Morant pointed at the Golden State Warriors bench and gestured a firearm and pointed it to the Golden State Warriors and started firing it. Now, some fans speculated that the reason Ja Morant did this was because Buddy Hield may have started it, but if you take a look at how Buddy Hield is acting here, it's very clear that he wasn't pointing a firearm at Ja Morant and quote-unquote shooting him. Fans immediately came to Ja Morant's defense, showing other instances of players in the NBA making a jump shot, pretending to take out a firearm and shoot it. This is something that's been debated all throughout the NBA.
This is an organization that's committed to their star player, you know, and talk about putting pieces around him. He got a bunch of pieces around him, got a lot of talent. It looked like the issue that they're having in Memphis is coaching, is scheming.
No, I won't lie. I think the NBA just sucking this nigga Ja Morant dick and is getting his balls. Because I won't even lie. I only think the NBA keep charging Ja Morant is because he's a star player of the Grizzlies. Come on, y'all, let's really think about it. Let's really lock in with life here. If Ja Morant wasn't the star player of the Grizzlies, and he wasn't the whole NBA's, what's it called? If he wasn't the whole NBA shadow, like, you know, everybody in NBA looks up, like every little kid looks up to Ja Morant. Everybody fuck with that nigga. If that nigga Ja Morant wasn't one of them, like the nigga they seen on the Hawks that did this, he's a nobody. I don't even know who the fuck that is. That's probably Dice Daniels. I don't know who he is. But look, if Ja Morant was a regular ass NBA player who would sat on at the end of the bench, them niggas will not be finding that nigga. I swear to God, they will not be finding. They won't even give a fuck. It's just because he got a name, bro. Like, for real. Let LeBron do this or something. Them niggas not. Come on, bro. But at the end of the day, though, his new celebration, there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all just criticizing this man, bro. Just let him hoop, nigga. Get off his dick.
Saying that this was acceptable before.
Sasser with the three.
But in the case of Ja Morant, this seems to be a bit personal. At least that's what he says here.
And obviously it was
Okay, that may have been the wrong clip. Now, Ja Morant was let off by the NBA with a warning, and it doesn't take a genius to understand why the NBA is handling Ja Morant in this manner. I mean, 2 years ago, Ja Morant was considered to be the face of the NBA. This guy had a squeaky clean reputation. His game was so fun to watch. He's one of the most athletic players in the NBA, and is the last of a dying breed in the form of the hyper-athletic point guard, which is a very fun version of the point guard that just doesn't come around as often. You know, the John Wall or Derrick Rose type point guard, which was a thing in the early 2010s. So Ja Morant was clearly very marketable, but unfortunately for him, during the 2023 season, he got in all kinds of trouble. At least off of social media, where the allegations brought forth against him involving an alleged assault of a 17-year-old at his own home. But on social media, he was caught brandishing a firearm and posting it onto his story. The NBA suspended Ja Morant briefly as a result of this, and essentially told him that he needed to get some help. The reason, well, they didn't want a potential face of the NBA to be a bad influence on the masses, and they didn't want their brand to be associated with somebody like that. But it was already too little too late. The distraction was too much for the Memphis Grizzlies. They got eliminated in the first round by a 7th seeded Los Angeles Lakers team, and then very shortly after, Ja Morant was posted on his friend's story showing off a firearm. Fans were wondering how Ja Morant got himself into this situation twice, but the NBA decided to suspend him for 25 games in the 2023-24 season as a result of this. And for the most part,
I kind of feel Ja Morant a little bit though, because you know he lives in Memphis, bro, and y'all know Memphis get wild. Like Memphis get wild as hell. Like, bro, yeah, it gets like that out there. But really though, why he just want to get security, bro? It would stop all the issues. But I know you got to keep that peace on you, though. Especially when you in a crib, bro. You never know. Somebody could do a home invasion on you or something. Because me, personally, once I get my own house, my own crib, nigga, I'm protecting my family. I'm going to have switch in that bitch. I'm going to have switch in that hole. Y'all never going to see it. So when a nigga come in my crib, I'm pulling that shit out. You going to have... Give me 10 years, nigga. Shit, I'm protecting my household. I got switch, nigga. These little niggas got automatics. I got a switch. What's going on? Some police raid my shit, I'm eating my shit. Come on, stop playing. Let's lock in with life.
Didn't see any issues with Ja Morant ever again. But I feel like Ja Morant was frustrated by the fact that people weren't talking about him, so he decided to do what he did versus the Golden State Warriors. He was let off with a warning, and then in the very next game against the Miami Heat, once again, Ja Morant did a gun gesture in the beginning of the game after hitting a three. Now, like the reason why this was so comical was because he did this in the very beginning of the game. In the first quarter, you could tell that the man had a mission. He wanted to get out there and prove a point. And this caused one of the most comical discussions in the NBA community. On one hand, finger guns are acceptable. And this isn't the first time Ja Morant has attempted to finger bang a different player on the court. We even showed an instance of him finger banging once one of his teammates made a jump shot. But the NBA decided to fine Ja Morant $75,000 for this. And at that point, it was clear. This is war. And the result of this war came something beautiful. beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. Against the Minnesota Timberwolves, Ja Morant did everything he could to get a rise out of the NBA. Not only would Ja Morant bring out a machine gun against the Minnesota Timberwolves, but this time he decided to change his weapon. It's literally like Ja is playing GTA, where, you know, he's bringing up his weapon wheel, and originally it was the Desert Eagle, and then he went to the top right and brought out his AR, and now he's going to the top left and bringing out a grenade. And the beauty of this is, I gotta admit, the grenade celebration is kind of tough. I mean, if you've been living under a rock and haven't seen this celebration, Ja Morant will hit a jump shot, pull the pin out of his hand, throw the grenade at the crowd, and then cover his ears. And it seems like this celebration is here to stay. I mean, he would do it against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and then he would do it against the Denver Nuggets. He would do it against the Charlotte Hornets. And I'm going to say this over and over again, it's a pretty badass celebration. But talking heads don't necessarily love it. I mean, just listen to Kenny the Jet Smith here.
He has a history that maybe he shouldn't be doing. Yeah, maybe just leave the celebrations with people might die alone.
Fans will point out the fact that Ja Morant
Kenny
has
bald head ass saying something about it, bro. Come on, bro. This nigga don't even got an NBA chip under his belt. His broke ass. Shut your bald head ass up, nigga. Come on now. I don't think he should be doing that. Come on, bro. Get off his dick. Bald head ass nigga.
Doing this for quite some time now. I mean, this is apparently nothing new, and this fan
like this, but it's always the bald niggas. The bald niggas got the most anger issues. They got the most everything. No bald niggas, bro. It's always the bald head niggas. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm letting y'all know right now. The bald head niggas got the most issues.
Infield even posted a montage of all the times Ja Morant would do this against different teams, and nobody decided to start talking about this up until recently when he did it against the Golden State Warriors. But for some reason now it seems to be a huge topic of conversation, and I guess he's saying that the reason why it's a topic of conversation now is because, well, maybe people don't have much else to talk about. But obviously this is something Ja wants us to talk about, because otherwise he wouldn't do it. But I think the funniest part of all in regards to this is when Ja Morant tried to provide his rationale. And bro, respectfully, I don't think NBA fans and the NBA are that stupid. According to Ja Morant, this isn't him taking the pin out of a grenade and then throwing it into the crowd and then covering his ears. It's not what you think it is. I'm gonna take my words, I'm gonna throw them out there, and then I'm gonna block out the noise. Now, let's do some film analysis here, right? Every time you see him doing this celebration, he grabs his hand, he pulls the pin out of his hand, he throws it into the crowd, and he covers his ears. I mean, if he didn't do the pulling of the pin thing, then maybe I could believe him. But in this particular instance, you can tell he's just making stuff up. But I think the funniest part of all is Ja Morant talking about the NBA finding him and playing victim here, saying, I wasn't surprised. I'm just showing people what's been evident pretty much for the last 2 years. And bro, look, I know some fans are gonna come out and say, but why do other people get to do this? Why can't Ja Morant do it too? And I think it's important to mention that context is everything in this situation. Ja Morant has a history of brandishing a firearm on social media multiple times. I mean, twice in the span of 3 months. He's been suspended for 33 combined games as a result of this. You could point out this is the reason why he's never made it past the first round in the NBA playoffs. His team should have been a Western Conference Finals team the year that this happened, but it was such a distraction that Ja Morant wasn't able to even make it past the first round. That's significant. Obviously, this is shaky territory. It's like Kevin Durant left the OKC Thunder to join a super team. It's not like he would try to do the same thing once he leaves the Golden State Warriors and form another super team, right? Oh, well, he did that with the Brooklyn Nets. And it's not like he would leave the Brooklyn Nets and try to form another super team with the Phoenix Suns, right? Oh, well, he tried to do that too. Well, it's not like Kevin Durant is going to try to do that again. I'm sure he's learned his lesson at this point. So there's a reason why other players get to do this, but Ja Morant doesn't get to do it. But at the same time, if you watch the games, Ja Morant is clearly trying to provoke the NBA. And I think that's what's so interesting here. At the end of the day, I think this is like very childish from Ja Morant's side. I mean, just keep playing ball. No one's been talking about your off the court issues for the past couple of years. Why are you reminding reminding everyone about it. Look, I'm not telling the man to shut up and dribble. I'm saying, I don't know, dribble, make millions of dollars, and don't remind people of an incident that's gotten you suspended in the past? Is that too much to ask of NBA players today? I mean, this is what drives me insane. I mean, same with Zion Williamson. Make millions of dollars, focus on playing basketball, try to keep your weight in check, and I don't know, don't impregnate crazy volatile women that are gonna attack your new...
But hey, with Zion and his females, that is his business, bro. But you know, Zion keep going for these OFs and bops, bro. So shit, no wonder why he keep being in the news. But Ja Morant, in this case, I don't feel like he in the wrong, bro. It's just a celebration. Get off this nigga dick. Like, come on, bro. Let's just play basketball, man. But if I'm Ja Morant in this situation, I'm just not gonna do shit no more. Because, nigga, at the end of the day, I'm making millions just for dribbling the basketball. And shit. Hey, I'm not, but like, it's sad that this nigga gotta stop feeling like himself to better other people's opinion. See, this is why Adam Silver needs to be fired. Let's get this nigga out of the league. Let's make me the chairman of the NBA. Because this shit too fucking soft.
Love interests, which by the way is exactly what happened. We have a completely separate video on that incident. I'll leave it in the end screen. I'll meet you guys there. I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.
Man, W video, man. Oh, man. Hey, bro, y'all go over to his channel, man, and show him some love, bro. But what y'all think about the situation, bro? Tell me in the comment section, bro. Do y'all think Ja Morant is in the wrong for having an NBA celebration, or what, man? Y'all tell me what y'all think about the situation, man. It's your boy Keem.buckzz, man, and I'm out.